When we look at earth energies, there's many aspects that you've got to think about, and we're going to take a walk in this park now so that we can recognise vortexes in the grass, we can recognise a guardian tree, we'll do some earth acupuncture and look for geopathic stress and any other earth energy lines that we can find. So if you come this way, I can see a perfect guardian tree ahead of me, which is protecting this park. And I'm just going to have a nice word with him and see if we're allowed to enter. Now when you come to a tree such as this, you've got to show him great respect. Show that you are in his park, on his land, and be respectful of any earth energies around. I'm just going to ask his permission that we're allowed to come into the park and work with the earth energies today, and just show him that I'm not here to cause any harm. So I'm just connecting. Now with a lot of guardian trees, I've found that they have branches that come out rather star-shaped, rather like this particular tree here does. And it's very protective. Also his roots normally come out in a star shape too. And what you'll find is with these wonderful trees, they will protect the energy here. Lots of people will just bypass and think, oh, not allowed here at all. But because we're going to be working with earth energies here, I've had to ask permission. It's working with the spirit of place, working with the energy of the trees, the plants, the flowers, the bushes. Everything that you know has got a spirit of place. And as we come out here, you'll notice here that there's, I found a good energy spot. And you'll see here that there's a spiral of energy, and you'll see how the grass spirals. When I'm actually in the energy spot, that's a good energy. So I'll ask, is this a neutral spot, negative, or is it a good energy spot? It's a good energy spot. And when I ask which way the vortex energy turns, it goes round this way. So the vortex energy will continue spinning round that way. Now if I look for a neutral energy now, just so you can see the difference. Let's see, please show me a neutral energy. So we'll go this way, so that we can find a neutral energy spot. Right, now again, you can see where the vortex of energy comes up. It starts off in a spiral again. And these energies are not always neutral for everyone. It's neutral for me. Would it be neutral for everyone in the vicinity? Yes, so it's a neutral energy. Now let's see if we can find a negative energy spot. Show me a negative energy spot. And we're going this way. Show me a negative energy spot. Right, again, we've come here. This one, you can see, is much, much darker than the other areas we've looked at. It's not quite such a circular shape, but you can see how the spiral again starts here and the energy starts spiraling out. And if I ask, it goes round and it starts spinning. And as I stand on this energy and ask, is this a negative spot? Yes, it is. And it feels very, very unpleasant. You stand on this energy and it's a real sickly sort of energy, feeling a bit nauseous, feeling a bit headachy, and it's not very pleasant at all. So I'm actually going to go back to my positive energy spot so I can feel energized once more. And here we are. Whew, and this feels really, really fabulous compared to the other energy. It makes you feel energized, energetic, and this is a good energy for me, confirmed by my dowsing rods. Now the headache's gone, feel quite in control again and really more energised and positive. Now that's an example of 3 different vortexes of energies that you can find in your park, in your living space, wherever you may be. Now what we're going to look at here is we're going to look at some earth energies. Now when I've talked about geopathic stress, you can see in the landscape here how the trees bow this way and they go in that way. That's a sure sign that there's a geopathic stress line going on here. So we'll take a wander over here and please show me any negative earth energies. Please show me any negative earth energies. And there's one here. Now again, there's a sign. This tree trunk is twisting round here. The tree there is bending in towards this way, and all the trees actually are bending that way. So I'm just going to see where the line comes. Show me any negative earth energies. It's that way. Please show me which way the line goes. So if we walk along, there's actually a negative energy spot here, and we can actually follow it all the way along. That's a negative energy spot, which goes right through that, looks like an oak tree right there. And if you stand under an oak tree, you wouldn't do that because there's two underground streams crossing and you'd get struck by lightning. So what we want to look for now is an underground stream or another energy line that crosses this geopathic stress line that we've just found here. So I'm going to walk along this line and see if there's another energy line that crosses it. Right, so I'm going to ask where the energy line goes. Which way does it flow? So again, I've got one that way. It seems to be the same line. Let's see if it's a different one. There's one that goes through there, and there's another tree there that shows a good example. Again, proof that my energy line is there as the tree is bending out of the way of the energy line here. So we've got a crossing point. Now when we're on this energy line, you must remember that if it's geopathic stress, it affects your health, your immune system, your body. You can get cancer, leukemia, numerous diabetes problems, gallstones, alcoholism, anything like that can really affect you. So what we've got to find out is what is the strength of this one energy line at this present time that I'm standing on. There is, we'll start with 8, 9, 10. This is actually a 10, and the scale goes from 1 to 16. It was made by Baron von Pohl. He's a German chap in the early 19th century. He discovered the scale that he was going to talk about with geopathic stress energies. Now also what else you can find is not only what the scale is with it being a 10, but you can also find out how wide this line is. So as we walk out, we can see that this is the outer edge of the line, and as I walk back we'll find the other outer edge of the line. Goes right over here. Now that is at least 10 foot wide, and if you had that in a bedroom or a house space, that is going to be detrimental to your health and your home. Now what we're going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate how we can do earth acupuncture. And if you don't feel capable of doing it yourself, then employ a British Society of Dowsers professional dowser. Now I'm going to find the best place now to do the earth acupuncture at this particular time. And always ask permission of the landscape, of the spirit of place. Ask permission. So have I got permission as a demonstration to do this today? Yes, I have. So I'm going to ask for the best place at this time to do the earth acupuncture point for this particular line. Now what I'm looking for is a place in the landscape that my rods will direct me to. It will be the best place, and it's usually a meridian. So I've been directed here. You usually see a sign, and what I'm seeing is the leaves are crowded round. There's actually a big mound of dirt that I've just trod on, which is a sure sign to me that this is the ideal place to do the acupressure point. And I'm just checking again, it's the tip of my toe that always tells me that this is the best place to do the acupressure point. So now I find the pressure point, I'm going to put my needle in. Give it a little twist. I'm going to douse to see if there's anything else I need to do. Please tell me if there's anything else I need. Yes, there is. Is it crystals? Yes. Do I need any food? No. Is it only crystals I need at this time? Yes. I brought with me, especially for this occasion, some rose quartz crystals. And these are lovely, just for making a stone cairn. And that's probably why I didn't need anything else at this particular time, because I'm making a stone cairn around the acupressure point. Just check that I've put these in the right place. That's perfect. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the energy of my hands to release any negativity. I'm going to ask for golden white light to release this negativity up to the universe, so any harmful earth energies are dispersed so they don't harm anybody else at all. And the energy then in this park remains good for everybody that walks through here. Now, to speed up the process, I find I can use my pendulum. Now when it goes anti-clockwise, it's actually taking negativity out. It usually works of its own accord and does its own thing. And as we go around, turns anti-clockwise. This is putting positive, good energy in. So it's actually healing the spot as we speak. And there's good healing energy vibrations here. Now by using the rose quartz crystal, it's a very soft, gentle crystal. And because it's done as a stone cairn around the acupressure point, it's actually a very gentle, soft energy. And the stone cairn actually acts as a pressure point too. And I can just feel a release of energy now as that comes to a finish. Now, just feel the energy coming up again. Now what I'd do is, I'd normally leave that for a few hours for the energy to heal, and I'd ask how long should I leave it for? Should I leave it for 1 hour, 2 hours? It's 2 hours at this particular time. So I'd leave that and then come back to it. I'm just going to show you some of the anomalies that you can get with the trees. If you look at the trees here, there's got cankers, growths on the trees, which are sure signs of geopathic stress energy. The way these trees bow, bending that way, they're trying to get out of the energy's way. So it's not like they've been blown about in the wind. You'll also find that there'll be gaps in hedgerows. Some of the bushes won't flower. And there's lots of signs here. There might even be bits of clutter around that we can find. People won't even like probably sitting in this area. If you notice at the moment, a lot of people are on the other side of the park. And as we go back to the acupressure point now, I'll show you how we finish off and clear the energy. Just going to check that it's okay for me to release the energy point. Yes, it is. So I'm just going to remove the crystals. Take this out very, very gently, very slowly. Now I'm going to seal in the energy with my hands and imagine a golden plate coming over the whole area of this land and a golden net sealing in the energy, the good vibrational energies here now. So there's good healing energy. And if this was being done in your own home, in your own garden, then you'd be sealing in that whole energy just for your own space and your garden space and your home space. Let's check that that's all okay and that's safe to leave. Is it safe for me to leave? Yes. So that's earth acupuncture It looks very simple to do, but you must remember that you must always have psychic protection on before you do anything energetic wise or spiritually working with the land, because you are working with the energies of the land. Don't forget, I asked the guardian spirits as I entered the park if I could work with the spirit of the land, and he allowed me to do so. I looked for the acupressure point and I found a good place to work with the Earth's meridians. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you do this on your own. I would recommend you have a professional dowser do this, or you can simply not do the earth acupressure but just do a stone cairn or a crystal cairn in your garden, and that will work the same way with putting a pressure point on the earth's meridians to heal your home.